Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to share with you the actual pricing for $15,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 78-year-old female. Now, first thing I recommend and suggest is going directly to our website at funeralfunds.com, and we have these free quoters on just about every page. And all you need to do is just select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way, and then select the coverage amount, and then put your birthday in there or the rest of the info. Click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you the lowest pricing and the best companies that you may qualify for in your state. You can also call us directly at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, and one of our agents can help you get those pricing and help you understand what you qualify for. Now, the first thing a 78-year-old female should really ask herself when looking for $15,000 worth of insurance is that going to be enough to cover her final expense needs? Typically, that would be either a cremation or a burial. So let's talk about that cremation first. The average cost of a cremation right now in the United States costs between right around $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have some sort of ceremony, like a celebration of life or remembrance ceremony with that cremation, it's probably going to cost about $3,500 to $4,500 on average. So coverage-wise, for that cremation where you're going to come home in the cardboard box or an urn, we would typically recommend getting around $5,000 to $7,000 worth of coverage. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, Randy, if you said the cremation is going to be $2,000, why are we looking at $5,000? Well, the reason is our 78-year-old female probably wants to live until age 88. And we know that the price of everything goes up over time due to inflation. So what we do is we just build a little extra coverage in there so it will pay for all our final expenses in the future as well. And it works really good that way because what you're actually doing is future protecting the policy from inflation. But also, if you die sooner than you thought, there's a little bit of extra money for your family and loved ones and maybe pay off some other bills that were unexpected, maybe credit card bills, medical bills, things like that. Now, if you were going to get that cremation with the ceremony, we would typically recommend around $7,000 to $10,000 worth of coverage. Again, we are future protecting it against future price increases of inflation, and also on the front end, if you did die a little bit sooner, we are providing extra money there just for some kind of surprise expenses that may pop up. Now, for the burial, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. And, if you walk up with a check in your hand, a $10,000 check to pretty much anywhere in the United States right now, they should take care of you. It's hard to imagine they wouldn't. They'd say no, and you'd walk out the door and walk 2 blocks down and give the money to one of their competitors. Just understand, $10,000, that's going to be a very simple, kind of a meager funeral, and just understand that's what it costs today. So there's no inflation proofing on that. So typically most 78-year-old females we work with would be looking at maybe $10,000 to $15,000. Some might want to get a little bit more, but that's going to work for most folks. Keep in mind that if you're on a fixed or limited income, get that $10,000 right now. That's going to cover the most immediate need. God forbid if something happens sooner rather than later. We can always come back and add more coverage later. So it's really important just to get something in place if finances are an issue. Now, one thing we always recommend getting is that first day coverage or benefits. Yeah, we never recommend those 2-year waiting period plans, and we'll go over that in a minute. But what first day coverage means is that hypothetically, if your plan were issued and approved today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would have to write out that check for $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, whatever your coverage amount was. That's the best coverage. It's also going to have the lowest pricing. But some people would say, well, Randy, you're right. I do want the first day coverage, but I'm not in the best of health. And I know those first day coverage plans ask health questions, and I'm a little bit worried about qualifying. To which we say, hey, that's our concern. That's not your concern health-wise. From an insurance standpoint, that's why we work with so many different insurance companies, is they all ask different health questions, and they all have different underwriting requirements. And really at this time, we're getting around 90 to 95% approval for either first day coverage or benefits. So we're terrific at what we do. Really, the only reason we wouldn't be able to get your first day coverage is if you waited too long and you had some sort of a medical thing going on, like maybe you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you have dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or in a nursing home, something like that. If that were the case, we would typically refer you out to a different company. What seems to happen every week as well is we'll get a call from somebody and they say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week and they didn't have insurance and, we don't have any money and their body's down at the funeral home and the funeral director is not going to do anything till he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so we can get that money from the insurance company to pay the funeral home. We have to let them know that there is no insurance company in the United States that's going to offer a policy on a dead person. You have to be alive to buy this insurance. And it's really sad that their family member passed away. And it's really sad that they didn't take care of this. They knew they were going to die someday. They knew they needed this insurance. They probably looked at it at some point in the future and they just hit the pause button and kept hitting the pause button. And then one day they just went and died. And now their family's struggling to pay for this. They're probably going to end up having to put it on a credit card, paying 26% interest. It's going to take them years to pay off. So what a terrible thing to do to your family to just make them pay for this. What a terrible legacy to leave behind. So don't do that. Don't be that person. Just get this insurance. If you can't afford everything you want, just, get a smaller policy right now. We can always help you add more coverage later. Yeah. So we don't recommend, as I mentioned, we don't recommend those plans with 2-year waiting periods. We don't recommend those at all. There's a number of different companies out there. Colonial Penn, you probably recognize them. Man, a lot of people know them just because they advertise on TV so much. It seems like their $9.95 commercials are running, boy, every 7 minutes it seems. But yeah, their Colonial Penn's $9.95 plan has a 2-year waiting period. Yeah, ouch, right? You probably didn't know that. Yikes, right? So Colonial Penn's not the only plan that offers, or a company that offers those plans. There's other companies out there too, like Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha line, AIG, Gerber, gosh, just a host of other ones out there. And some of these companies out there have done an amazing job of convincing consumers that the only thing they'll qualify for if they're over age 50 is a plan with a 2-year waiting period, to which we always say, don't believe those people. We help people with first day coverage all day long. Yeah, don't believe those. Now, our 78-year-old female has probably just got done watching one of those Colonial Penn TV commercials. He's probably thinking, you know what? I outsmarted Colonial Penn. I didn't get this insurance till I was 78. And for $9.95, because that commercial sounded so slick. So I'm guessing for $9.95, I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 worth of coverage. And then our 78-year-old female talks with a Colonial Penn agent or goes on their website, like we've done for you here, and sees that for 68 or 78-year-old female, 1 unit of coverage, $9.95. That $9.95 is only going to buy $657 worth of coverage. Now, $657 is not even enough to pay for a cremation in any part of the United States that we're aware of. And it really wouldn't matter if it would, because it's got a 2-year waiting period anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, just be careful out there. Just if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Now, some people would say that, these companies that offer these low teaser rates that sound too good to be true, they do so not because they want to sell you that low teaser rate. They do that just to get you in their marketing funnel. And then when they get you on the phone, they will try to upsell you into more insurance that is much more profitable for them than these little itsy bitsy plans with teeny rates. So, we would never say that Colonial Penn would do anything like that. Although some people do voice that concern, but I guess you could just maybe just determine that for yourself, just to see if you think that teaser rate kind of thing applies here, getting only $657 for $9.95. Now, we're looking at $15,000. The challenge with Colonial Penn is they max out at 15 units in this plan. So you're not going to be able to get, let's take a look. Yeah, you can't even get 15,000. All you can get is $9,855, and it's going to cost you right around $150. So let's go see what first day coverage would be for $15,000. So we got $15,000 right here, female, age 78. We're going to click the get quote. And again, we're getting less than 10,000 for 150 here. So look at this. We can get like from a 130 to 133, somewhere in there, low 130s. We could get, let me show you this. I want to show you this, 15,000 for that much less money. So this is, that's about 130 versus 150, so $20 less a month. So you're actually getting $15,000 for $20 less a month than you can get $9,855 through Colonial Penn. So why would you ever do that? Why would you ever pay for a policy from Colonial Penn, like in this case here? Why would you ever do that, knowing you're going to overpay $20 a month for the rest of your life, and you're going to get socked with a 2-year waiting period? So let's do the math on that. $20 a month times 12 months is $240. After 10 years, when our 78-year-old female is now 88, you have overpaid right around $2,400, and it gets worse the longer you live. So why would you ever give that much extra money to an insurance company when you don't have to? Yeah, let us help you qualify for first day coverage. We can save you a lot of money. You just need to be a smart consumer. If you're not a smart consumer, that's okay. Let us help you be a smart consumer. Let's look at some of these other companies out here. Let's see. And you'll be able to see all these companies, different companies on the quoter we provide you. So, oh, geez, look at this one, Lumico, first day coverage level, but $181. And remember, our lowest price was $130, so they're about $50 more a month. So $50 times 12 months, it's going to be $600. If it goes on 10 years, our 78-year-old is now 88. That's going to be, you have overpaid right around $6,000 more. Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever do that? When if you do things right the first time, let us help you do it right from the very first time, we can save you so much money. That money should stay in your bank account. That should never go to an insurance company. Let's see. Oh, here's another one. Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess, but look at that pricing. I mean, it is level coverage. But look at that pricing. $190, right? So that's roughly $60 more a month. Well, here's the deal. They've got a deal, Lincoln Heritage, when you pass away, supposedly they will call 2 or 3 different funeral homes to get the lowest pricing. They say they'll do a couple other things, but you pay for that. It's not free. Yeah, you're going to pay for that. So we just don't recommend you do that, because it's $60 a month times 12 months. That's $720 a year. After 10 years, you'll have overpaid roughly $7,200. So you got to ask yourself, after 10 years, if you did pass away, is it worth it to pay an insurance company an extra $7,200 to make 2 or 3 phone calls and maybe do a couple other things that might only take an hour or so to do? Man, we just don't recommend it. Save that money. That money should stay in your savings account, not go to some sort of bank account for an insurance company. So what we recommend you do is let us help you get approved for the lowest price first day coverage. And then what we actually do is we provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. And all you need to do is download that from our website, print it out. Once it's printed out, you fill it out. Who gets what goes where, and what you want done after you're gone. And then you keep that with your insurance policy. And now when you do pass away, your family goes to that one place and everything's all in order, and they're protected financially because you've got the insurance form, and they're protected emotionally because you've got the funeral and estate planning guide for them. And all they need to do is open that up and just start following your wishes, following what you wrote down. And they will have such peace of mind knowing that they're taking care of everything exactly as you wanted it done, and that you actually made sure it was paid for with the insurance policy. And they'll know that you not only love them in life, but you actually love them in death and protected them one last time when you weren't here, when they would actually need you the most. So what a wonderful gift to leave behind for your family. What a wonderful legacy. We can help you create that legacy. Go to funeralfunds.com. We actually have a special quarter for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And you can get the lowest rates and see the best companies right there. That helps a lot. It's really terrific. And you can also call one of our agents, 888-862-9456. They can do everything for you. But yeah, so if you've got an existing policy and you want to see if we can't get you lower rates, or you just want to add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you need a brand new policy or just have questions about what you might qualify for or what might be best for your needs, we can help you out with that. But we look forward to helping you get the most amount of coverage for the least amount of money. We will be blessed to help you with this at some point in the future. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.